Welcome to Omnath Road Rage. Hope you're excited as far as opening hand goes. We hit a... Yeah, man, I'm not... Well, let's go and mulligan on this one. I'd like to see at least a few more lands. Ooh, and that's just, pretty clunky. Let's go one more go. Yes, I like that. Rampant Growth, Elemental... Yes, we'll keep on this one. See what the Scry is, Scalding Tarn. We're going to put that on top for sure. Then we'll let our opponent do their thing. Playing against Neheb the Worthy, so it should be a fun matchup. I haven't played against Neheb in a while. It's been a little bit. Then once our opponent is good to go, then we'll start going from there. Okay, there we go. We're playing Omnath, Locus of Rage, Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token. Whenever Omnath, Locus of Rage, or another elemental you control dies, Omnath deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Let's go and get down that Scalding Tarn. That way we can search up the Stomping Grounds, and then anything else, we're going to go and kick it over to our opponent. Yeah, deals 3 damage. Playing against Neheb the Worthy, first strike. Other Minotaurs you control have first strike. As long as you have 1 or fewer cards in your hand, Minotaurs you control get +2/+0. And then whenever Neheb deals combat damage to a player, each player discards a card. Let's go and crack the Scalding Tarn. Let's go and grab that Stomping Ground. Have that come into play tap. Not going to pay 2 on that one. No, we are good to go. And they'll be able to be online for that Rampant Growth next turn. Okay, let's go and get down the Command Tower. And then we'll go for that Rampant Growth. And all right. Let's go. Actually, let's do this. Let's go and get down the Bloodstained Mire. Let's go and crack the Bloodstained Mire. We'll go and grab that Taiga. And then we'll go for that Rampant Growth. Go and get that Mountain down. And then we're going to go and pass the turn. I'll explain what we got going on as far as Omnath and Moss Bridge. Beautiful art down in the bottom left corner of the screen. Let's go and grab that Mountain. Then we're going to go and pass the turn. But yes, so Omnath and Moss Bridge, they actually carpool together on their way to the job at the Command Tower. Moss Bridge, he likes to listen to a lot of metal, and he's not really... I'm trying to think how to describe it. He doesn't understand that you should give other people turns sometimes. And Omnath, he really enjoys listening to his gardening podcast. So that's kind of where the road rage comes from, is that Moss Bridge Troll's really jacked up on metal, elemental metal, or excuse me, like troll metal, whatever. I imagine that would be pretty grungy and pretty gnarly sounding. But anyway, that gets him jacked up, and then Omnath is really mad because he just wanted to listen to his gardening podcast. Okay, draw 2 mountain. It's going to get the forest down. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. It's always fun. I don't know, I just really enjoy imagining them riding in a car together. Makes me happy. Let's go and put the Command Tower down. We're looking at next turn. Let's see. We can go for Steely Resolve. Let's go do this. Let's go for Elemental Bond. Let's go and get that down. Hopefully we can get in spots where we can start getting some of those elementals, really cashing in on some of that card draw. There we go. Somebody's calling my phone. I'm going to put that on airplane mode. There we go. But yeah, as far as the deck goes, if you haven't seen this deck in action, it's a lot of fun. One of the main things you definitely want to do with Omnath, Locus of Rage, is definitely get him down. You want to be able to make a land drop whenever you make him down, because let's say that we tap out for 7 mana, we get down Omnath, my opponent has some sort of spot removal. Unfortunately, let's go and get rid of the Steely Resolve. That's okay with us at this point right now. Hopefully we can keep making those land drops, but at least you want to have something to kind of show for it once you get down Omnath. All right, drawn to Skystraven Council Flagship. Let's go and get that down. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's go and get the mountain down. That's going to be just enough for it too. Enters the battlefield. It's going to deal 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it was funny that because I've played Omnath Road Rage for a long time, and it was prior to them releasing Kaladesh, and so whenever they released vehicles for Kaladesh, I was like, oh, there we go, we gotta make Omnath Road Rage official. So if you're wondering why we have the Council Flagship in here, that's why. In there to have some fun. All right, opponent's going to get down Omnixilus, and they're going to go plus up on that one and draw a card, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Let's go ahead and do this. Oracle's going to be a 2/2 body. Let's go ahead and go for Oracle. That's going to be green, 1/2. Let's go and get down the Arid Mesa. Let's go and crack the Arid Mesa to see if we can't get something. Let's go and get the Mountain. Kessig Wolf Run, love it. Let's go and get the Kessig Wolf Run down. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're definitely online next turn. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass turn to our opponent. But you can see in this particular scenario, it actually is going to help us out on this one. So let's say that we do tap out for Omnath next turn. That's going to give us more than enough mana to tap out for it. At the same time, even though Omnath doesn't have haste, we can go and crude up with that Omnath. We can actually crude up with Omnath, and whatever it attacks, we're going to be able to at least deal that 3 damage to Omnixilus. So, and since it does have flying, we can kind of push past it. And also, if you're sitting there at home, Opponent's going to go for their own Oracle. Okay, with Dance of the Dead, I like it. But yeah, I've always liked to imagine Omnath and Mossbridge driving the council flagship. It kind of reminds me of like I don't know, it'd be something like Dude, Where's My Car? I'm showing my age on that one, but it'd be like some sort of just like comedy like that one. I don't know. I just really enjoy the dynamic of Mossbridge and Omnath, and also the art down in the bottom left corner. Omnath Road Rage is one of the first decks I ever released on my channel, and somebody sent me that art. So I don't want to use your name, but I have it behind my desk, and it's one of the most cool things I've ever gotten on my channel. I think it's really neat. All right, so opponent's going to get down the Blood Gift Demon. Now that does kind of stop us from swinging in, at least at the Obnixilis. If we wanted to trade with the Sky Sovereign flagship, we could. But whenever it attacks, it's going to deal 3 damage to Obnixilis. So either way, we're actually going to be okay swinging in with it. And if we want to trade on that one, that's perfectly fine with me. All right, we draw into Decimator. Let's go and go for Omnath. That's going to be a double red, a double green. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go and get down Omnath. We're going to get a card draw for that one. Draw to Lightning Greaves. Let's go and get down the Forest. That's going to be another 5/5 elemental. Draw an additional card. Draw into Heaven and Earth. Let's go and do this. Let's go and crew up the Sky Sovereign flagship. Let's go and crew up on the, I guess technically it doesn't matter. We'll just go and crew up on the elemental. So let's go and push in on this one. We're going to be able to deal that 3 damage to Obnixilis. Yeah, whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, it's going to deal 3 damage. There we go. Let's go deal that 3 damage to Obnixilis. Take care of him. Now that does, if our opponent wants to trade, like I said, they're going to go for that trade, and that's perfectly fine with me because we've at least kind of cut off our opponent's card draw. Now they are playing Neheb, so you know, it's been a while since I played Neheb, but when I did, you definitely want to get rid of the cards in the hand because it has such a huge impact on the board state going for those Minotaurs. But yeah, at least we did get rid of that card draw, and we kind of be good to go from there. Now, past this going, hopefully we hit the land drop. With Heaven to Earth, deals X damage to each creature with flying. Our opponent doesn't have any sort of creatures with flying out there right now. So what we can do is we can simply just tap it for green and then be good to go from there. And then if we need to go for Heaven to Earth, we can, you know, simply just do like X double red for 2. And that's at least kind of clear up Neheb the Worthy if we're worried about our opponent kind of taking care of us or doing something like that. Let's go and do this. Let's go and go for Lightning Greaves. I want to get Omnath protected as quickly as possible. It's really going to matter on this one, and then we can get some really good card draw going off that Elemental Bond. So let's go and put the Lightning Greaves onto Omnath. Let's go and go for that Explosive Vegetation. That's going to be 1, 2, and then green, and then Stomping Ground. Let's go and grab a Mountain. Let's go and grab a Forest. That's going to be 2 more Elementals. Oh, yes, look at that. Always yield. Looks to be another goal. Love stuff like this. Let's go and get the Forest down. Let's go and do this. Let's go and go for... We can go for Harrow, and that's going to be 2 more lanes on the battlefield. Yeah, let's do it. I like it. Sometimes you just get to the spots where you just really get some good stuff going. We'll simply just go and sacrifice this mountain. Let's go and grab another forest. We'll grab another mountain. Be 2 more. Oh, yes. And it's going to leave 2 more in the hand. Let's go and shift one of the Lightning Greaves. We're only looking at Temple of the False God, so we're okay on that one. Let's go and push in with Omnath, and let's go and push in with the Elemental. That's going to be 10 coming across. Going to put our opponent down to 18 unless they want to offer up some blocks on the Neheb. Okay, we're going to see Neheb chump block on that one. Send him back to the command zone. And let's go and shift the Lightning Greaves back over to Omnath. There we go. And then anything else, now we're going to go and pass turn to our opponent. Now, we do actually have a couple different ways to kind of close the game out. We can go and swing in full force with the whole crew. We've got 4, 5, 6, 6 times 5. This going to be a nice chunk of damage, especially at 23. Opponent does have Murderous Cut on top, but one thing that we can do with greater good is that we can sacrifice a creature. So with Omnath, whenever an elemental you control dies, it's going to deal 3 damage to target creature or player. You know, if we simply just make a land drop, ooh. Blasphemous Act. Let's see. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 3 is going to be 21. Do we want to... Let's go and do this. Well, actually, yeah, we'll send Omnath back to the command zone. No, we'll go and have it go to the graveyard. I think I'm reading that correctly, because we want to make sure that it's going to take care of everybody. It's going to deal that 3 damage. Yeah, we're going to do that. I want to make sure it happens, because I just want to make sure that like technically it doesn't like not happen because Omnath never died or he got sent back to the command zone or something like that. So we do have Omnath out of the graveyard right now. This is not going to be lethal triggers on this one. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's going to be 21. Let's go and always yield to that one. It's going to put them down to 2. What we can do is we have Soul Blast for 6 mana, and then we should be able to go for Champion of Ronus next turn, and then Sacrifice going to be able to do that damage up top. We'll see where our opponent's going to get down, but at least that's going to allow us to. Oh, that draws that many cards -1. Okay. We have to get rid of Soul Blast, so it's going to get rid of that one. Oh, either way, we still got Zealous Conscripts. Okay. We'll see if we can't get out from underneath this one. This is going to be Liliana's Caress. And then we're going to lose 2 life. This is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's going to put us down to 15. And I'm going to always yield to the Waste Not. They're going to draw a card. At least going to end up with the 2/2 zombie. 2 zombies onto the battlefield. Then as far as anything else that we can go for, we got Zealous Conscripts. We can gain control of one of the zombies, swing in with that. And we also have Hall of the Bandit Lord, too. We'll see what they're going to get down, though. Storage counter on that slag heap. Yeah, as far as Omnath goes, the reason I threw it in the graveyard was I was pretty sure that it would still work if it went to the command zone, but just in case Omnath didn't stick around, it's kind of one of those scenarios to where I know we're going to be able to get 21 points of damage with him going to the graveyard because Omnath technically dies, and I hate little mistakes like that. Or, excuse me, we actually just go for Zealous Conscripts and go for a really big Kessig Wolfrun. Yes, I like that a lot. Let's do that. All right, so we're going to go and go for... so we do have the X damage to target to each creature without flying. So how do we want to sequence this one? We go for Zealous Conscripts. You know, that's going to have them some sort of spot removal. Let's go and get that down the Hall of the Bandit Lord. And then we go for Earth for 4. And then we're going to be able to swing in for 3. Let's do let's do it like this. Let's go for Zealous Conscripts. We're still going to leave up the Kessig Wolfrun. We're going to gain control of that zombie, and that's going to be more than enough for us to kind of push past on that one. There we go. So gain control of one of the zombies. That way we're at least going to have 2 attackers swinging in. It's going to gain haste. It's going to be untapped, and at least we're going to have 2 bodies coming across. Drawn to Cultivate. Let's go and put the Lightning Greaves onto the zombie itself? Yeah, I think I like that. We'll put it on the zombie. That way it's going to be protected. If they want to use some spot removal or Zealous Conscripts, they can. And then we still have the Heaven to Earth out of the graveyard. All right, let's go ahead and push in on this one. It's going to be 5 coming across, and we'll see if our opponent... You know, it's going to have them having some sort of burn spell with them only having the mountain up at this point right now. All right. Go and swing in for 5 and see if they want to offer up the chump blocks on that zombie. If not, we're going to be able to swing in for combat damage for 3. I'm just going to sacrifice their mountain. Okay, so they can mana fix at this point right now. So if they do have something like Terminate in the hand, they can add that mana and then still get in up with a swamp on the battlefield to kind of take care of that Zealous Conscripts. But at least it's going to be them getting rid of something out of their hand. Okay, opponent's going to go for that Murderous Cut. They're going to take care of the Zealous Conscripts. We're going to trade on that zombie. And let's go and do this. So let's go ahead and I got so wrapped up in them doing that removal spell that I didn't go for that Kessig Wolfrun. Okay, anyway. Let's go and go for the Cultivate. We'll get the lands down. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's go Mountain. Let's go Forest. I feel silly now. Let's go to get that down. Let's go and go for the Mirage Mirror. At least we can make a copy of one of their creatures. And then we'll go for that Kessig Wolfrun. Yeah. I even talked about it, but I was sitting there... I saw them go for that Ghost Quarter activation. I was just sitting there just like, I think we've got this. And then we had the Kessig Wolfrun left up like that on purpose. But anyway, sorry about that. Sometimes, I don't know how to describe it. Like, that play is so very clearly obvious right in front of my face. And I even talked about it. But then as soon as our opponent started going for some removal spell, I just kind of just like got wrapped up in commentary mode and completely forgot about it. So... anyway, don't know why that happened, but at least with Mirage Mirror on the battlefield, it becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, or enchantment until end of turn. So what we can do with that one, if they simply get a creature down, we can go for that. Opponent's going to scoop it up. Yeah, we should have gone for the Kessig Wolfrun, but yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm going to go and post a video up because it was a good video. We got to see some really good triggers off that Blasphemous Act, but that was pretty good. Anyway, sorry about that last little Kessig. If you're sitting there screaming, Jolt, why didn't you go for Kessig Wolfrun? Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Anyway, I'm getting back into the groove of recording. It's been about a week, so a little bit of time. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.